I'd like to call the meeting to order at 6:01. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Everyone.
Good evening.
First item of business, annual town meeting and annual town elections. Thank you for coming, Denise.
You're welcome. That's what brings the town clerk here tonight.
Yes,
Just like to at least start the year off with, the schedule of annual town meeting, annual town election. Nomination papers are now available in your packets. I believe you have the list of positions to be on the ballot this year, which are all the positions. The one position that is sort of the extra is the housing authority for 1 year because we had a resignation. So there's time to get that on the ballot. And so that will also be on the ballot.
There's two.
There's one, a full seat, which is a 3-year, and then we have one to fill the term. And it's a 1-year position. So they will both be on the ballot. Cemetery Commission for the first time will not be on the ballot. They are now duly appointed. They're an appointed position. So they are not. And FinCom this year also has the one delegate that's elected, or the one member that's elected is on the ballot this year. So that is another position.
Who
Okay.
is that?
Rick McGuire. Yeah. So whether he will be running, I don't know. But nomination papers are now available. I did get it up on the website today. So see who's,
But I guess it's that time.
it is, yeah.
That time of year.
because of the lovely weather we're having.
Yeah. January kind of got by us.
January freeze has hit.
Yeah, the other item that we're supposed to discuss the beginning of every year is police details for the elections, which in the past, the board has consented to letting the police chief set his details for the days for the town election. And this year, we also have 2 state elections. We have a state primary September 1st, which is before Labor Day this year, which is unusual for the state to do. Kids won't be in school, which is good.
That's good.
Tuesday, September 1st is before Labor Day. Labor Day is late this year.
Yeah, it's late.
And then we have the general election in November. So we actually have 3 elections coming up this year.
Okay.
And I've reached out to the school on town meetings to confirm dates and confirm the election dates and things. Have I heard back yet? No. I did reach out to them yesterday just to confirm and make sure that we're good for the dates that we're looking at, and we'll go from there. All right. And I think that was all pretty much I had. Just a reminder, vote by mail is always an option for elections. Early voting is typically only done at the state elections. So it's something the town could choose to have at the annuals, but personally, my recommendation is that we don't, because it doesn't bring in enough people.
Labor intensive.
With vote by mail, I think that's an option.
The mail.
Yeah,
Mail in.
mail in, you can always come to an absentee if they get.
The option is you can.
Yeah, yeah. So for the state, we're mandated, we have to do the vote in sessions, but I think for our annual election, it hasn't been an issue that people want a ballot, they can get it.
And so if somebody wants to vote by mail, they just reach out to the clerk's office?
Yep. So the applications are on the website, they can come in and do it, they can, they can apply online for these things, so.
You have everything you need, equipment, people, volunteers.
Yes, our election workers are another, like, we have a great group of people.
Be dedicated. consistent.
Yeah, and they all look forward to working, and they were all very, responsible and reliable. And I already had somebody ask me, are we working this year? I said, until you tell me you don't want to, you're on my list. So we've got you, so.
If you say yes, it's like,
Yeah, kidding. Unless you tell me otherwise, you're on the list.
beautiful.
And I just had one other thought that went in my head, and now it's gone from my head. What are we talking about? Election workers. Oh, this is interesting. So, and I will get back to you with more detail, but our ES&S, which is our elections tabulator company, they're the ones that our machines, they do all our ballot printing. They are looking to test a new machine. We have the DS200s, they're doing the DS300s, and we potentially will be a site for them at our annual town election.
Oh,
And
interesting.
That would be interesting. They will be here working side by side.
Okay.
They'll be here on site all day with the equipment and whatnot. So, but I have my clerks conference tomorrow I'm going to. They will be there. I will get more details and update you more, but they were reached out to a few communities that we've been customers are there for 20 years now or something like that. So, yeah, so we will be a test site for them. That's a big thing. So, all right. Should be great. All right.
Thanks, Denise.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Hey, have a great night. So next up are our 2026 annual scholarship to review the timelines. Questions, comments? I reviewed the application. It looks great. I think our timelines are, let me scroll furiously full.
March 15th.
Yeah, so you've reached out to the schools, or the schools have made inquiries.
Already reached out to me and they were very happy because we're going to have the opportunity this year to be able to get into the booklets
Yes.
as you had desired last year.
Mhm.
For graduation, the timeline fit their schedule. This was from Mendon Upton.
Right.
Blackstone Valley, I haven't heard back on, but they're generally last day and stuff, I'm sure that's.
Yes, I think they're a little bit earlier than
Yeah.
we should make it, so. Okay, so,
If we get the applications in, I thought that the first meeting in April, as we did last year, we'd be able to have you review them, get them kids notified, and then go out.
yeah, because the applications are due on March 17th. am I correct?
Right. So I got the next.
St. Patty's Day, everybody gets your application in. So, and these will be on the
As
website.
they come in, I will get them out to you and make sure you have plenty of time even before your meeting to review. And much like you did last year, you all had different numbers.
Yeah.
We'll do them anonymous.
Right.
Did we want to,
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just like the little nit of like, please describe your financial need and how the scholarship would assist you in pursuing your education. And I know we've been
very vocal about talking about like vocational training as well and sort of
Mhm.
technical
Yeah.
training. And I just didn't know if it would make sense to put your education / training.
I know we have it up above where it says type of program, it's college.
Vocational, technical and others, so I think it's probably fine. But I just,
We could make that, just to make it clear that, and
Vocational.
for everybody
Just
that's
for college
watching
kids.
us, that it's not just to go to college.
Right.
We provide vocational scholarships as
Yeah.
well. You want to be a welder, you want to be a cosmetologist, or,
right, whatever the
Any of
certification
them.
might be. for
yes,
anything.
yes, any type of training or education,
Mhm.
it's available. And
Yeah.
I really hope the kids take the initiative to apply.
In the application, several different
Yeah.
places.
I
Yeah.
think so, but I think we could.
So where did
That's
you
a
want
good edit.
to edit?
Just on the financial needs section, where it says, please describe your financial need and how the scholarship would assist you in pursuing your education / training.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then if you can, when they do, when we provide these to the schools, if we can just tell the guidance counselors, stress that, look, it's vocational and/or any type of training anyone's going for.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Do that.
Okay,
And I'll reach out to the private schools as we discussed last year as well.
that's great. We appreciate it. All right.
What are the private schools?
There is, Bill Christian.
Yeah.
There's OLV, not OLV, I'm sorry.
Mount St. Charles,
And St. John's, Mount St. Charles, and
I think there's kids at
Holy Name
Worcester
is gone.
Academy and St. John's.
I didn't do Worcester Academy last year. You want to do Worcester?
Okay.
So what are we doing with that?
Just letting them know that anybody who lives in Upton but attends high school, regardless of where you attend high school, as long as your home base is Upton, you are eligible for this.
I
So
got it.
if somebody's going to private school somewhere.
It's going in the newsletter. It's
Okay.
going to be linked to the website.
Got it.
You know.
I just was
Yeah, no,
making sure we're
Being offered,
clarifying. Yeah, exactly. Upton residents that might be at
Yes.
other non-Upton schools.
Exactly.
and I also
I got
want
it.
the other tech school,
Yeah.
link, but,
Norfolk Aggie.
thank you.
Mhm.
I also sent it
Yes.
to them last year as well.
Great.
Thank
Okay.
you.
If there's any others you want me to add, I'm happy to do that too. But the guidance counselors, I think, are the ones who know where the kids are, that are out of district.
They may. They may. Okay, so acceptance of donation, elder and social services. If anybody's presenting it or if we're just reading it.
Have a
Here's a letter.
correspondence.
Yeah.
$1,500 from the St. Gabriel Knights of Columbus Neighbors Helping Neighbors Program.
It's fabulous. Do I hear a motion? Or is there any comment or question before I hear a motion? I'm getting ahead of myself.
No, it's just
Okay.
a very, very generous donation.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It's a wonderful donation. Do I hear a motion?
I move that the select board accept with gratitude a donation of $1,500 from the St. Gabriel Knights of Columbus Neighbors Helping Neighbors program to the town's Elder and Social Service Department as provided under Mass General Law, Chapter 44, Section 53A, and direct the Elder of Social Services Director to appropriately acknowledge the donor.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous? Great. Okay, town manager and administrative updates.
I have a couple of small items. So one is, Lynn Haggerty reached out to me today and asked me to announce on behalf of the Cultural Council. The council is seeking proposals for events to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. If anyone has an event planned in the town of Upton, they want to hear from you, please provide them with details about your event. They're looking for proposals for community-wide events that everyone can attend. Please submit the event details no later than March 15th of this year to the Upton Cultural Council at culturalcouncil@uptonma.gov.
Yeah.
And a reminder that tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock at the Community Center, District 3 MassDOT will be holding an informational update for their 75/100% design of the TIP project. So this will be an opportunity for folks to come and listen to the engineers talk about where the design is, what's left to be done, and all of the comments that came from both all of us and the residents for the 25% that were incorporated into the plans.
So they are at 75%?
They're headed for 100.
That's good.
And when do they anticipate a start? I know they'll probably tell us.
They're
tomorrow.
still talking about the same date they originally did, so they got bumped out by almost 2 years for funding issues.
Okay,
And they're still on that pace. They'll have, keep in mind, they get the design complete. They have all of the right-of-way acquisitions to handle. If you
Okay.
recall, when I did that project,
yes.
it's,
Time
Wait.
consuming.
Lengthy.
oh, yes.
Okay,
So they'll have to deal
Some of them are
with,
quick and easy and some of them are not.
gonna deal with every single resident on the entire strip for the project and talk about temporary easements versus permanent easements and fair market values and third-party adjustments and then sign-offs. It takes time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sure. Okay,
And that's all the updates I have.
okay. Do either one of you have an update? No?
Nope.
I would like to express our sympathies to the Van Boysen family. Rufin Van Boysen is a longtime former Upton resident. He passed away at the end of January. He and his wife, Rena Richard, both served on multiple boards. They were very active in local government in the community. Rufin served as selectman from 81 to 83. He was on the planning board from 2003 until 2006. And we believe Rufin, who was an arborist, was instrumental in coordinating the wood from a large white oak tree that stood on Main Street, literally in the sidewalk on Main Street, was given to the USS Constitution to be used for repairs when it was taken down several years ago. So I'd like to acknowledge him for his service and express our deepest sympathies to the family.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, next, we have a resignation of Kristen Moen from the Capital Budget Committee.
I make a motion that we accept the resignation of Kristen Moen from the Capital Budget Committee. She served diligently for some time and is no longer living in the area, and we want to thank her for her service.
Yes. I thank her. You made a motion, and do I hear a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. And once again, we so appreciate anybody who's willing to put their time and efforts into government and
Yeah.
volunteering because everybody's so very
Time
busy.
Yeah.
It's,
Right.
yeah, we all do it for the fame and fortune, right?
Mhm.
Or just because we're slightly crazy, but at the end of the day, we all do it for the betterment of the town, and it's so appreciated. So next, Mr. Atherton, the Fuse funding request. If you'd like to come up,
Sit in the hot seat.
you can. You can. Standard warning, it takes off.
Okay. So we are committed to supporting three major events this year. The senior soiree, which will be on April 2nd, and to which you're all invited, of course. April 2nd, which is a Friday. The senior barbecue and ice cream social, which will be in the summer sometime, probably in August, and the winter holiday party. So those are the three main events that we're hoping to provide funding to supplement Tanya's budget so that we can have them.
I had a question. What is Fuse's standing? I mean, I know we gave you seed money last year to get up and running.
Yes.
Are you comparable to the Friends of the Library or the Historical Society?
No. So we have about 65 members, which is great.
Mhm.
And as of the end of January, our bank account is about $3,700. Each of those three events costs somewhere between $2,500 and $3,000. Food, music, decorations, all that stuff. So to help Tanya do those things, she is relying on donations from our group. And that's what the request is for, is to help us do that.
Right, like I said, I know last year we gave you 1,500 from William Milton Trust Funds to get up and running, but I don't know the parameters of that specific trust fund. Is it for seniors in need, or is it, I don't know if anybody knows. I just
I asked-
make sure.
Ask Bob Fleming that question. Okay,
Okay.
and he said, there's a trust fund, and I think it's the Knowlton one, I'm not positive.
There's various
Right,
notes.
so there's one trust fund that is just for the betterment of the town. It's very broad
Oh, okay.
and it can be used for almost anything.
But that,
Like,
do you know which one that
Is-
is?
Bob would know better than me. I don't know if it's the Racine Fund or the Knowlton. It's one of those two, I
Should
think.
have brought them. It is the Knowlton. They asked to fund it out of the Racine, but there isn't a funding source out of the Racine. So I changed it to Knowlton because
Yeah, see, I wasn't
The betterment.
wasn't
of the
positive.
town.
it didn't fit. It didn't fit like,
Parameters of the Racine.
it didn't fit in the parameters. So
Yeah.
I ended up changing it over to Knowlton. If the board,
That's,
So I know
Thank you.
my dealings with Kenny Costa, when we had asked for some balances earlier
Mhm.
during the year, when we were doing the residents in need for fuel assistance and other items. I did know that there are several different accounts with several different organizations to them. You do have a general one in there. Off the top of my head, I don't know what the balance is, but it's substantial. It's one that you've used in the past for items in the town hall, I think, curtains, rugs, those type of items. So that is probably the one that Sue's discussing.
and I think Bob,
For the rugs that we put in the building department, did that come out of the, one of the
Yes.
trust funds?
Yes,
Do
it
you
did.
remember which trust fund that was?
it's the
It is
only
the
one that it will fit into. We don't.
Yes.
Racine has an educational, a library, and it has a resident in need. So the Racine doesn't fit. There's a B, C, and D.
Right.
and to Bob yesterday when I asked,
Make sure before we.
Well, right, 'cause
What are
this
you
says the
dangerous?
Racine Trust Fund and it's not that. So that's
That's
why I
what your
was,
request was, but I put it in the motion.
right, I saw that.
Sorry.
to Bob, I asked Bob yesterday, he said the balance, the expendable balance is somewhere in the order of $1 million from, I don't know if it's from all of the trust funds.
Yeah, that's
That's
so,
not,
that's not accurate.
No,
It's-
not at
it's,
all.
Not for these kinds of things, right? Like we have a lot of trust funds. And so to your point, we have many and the balance of all of them combined is probably over $1 million.
Yes.
But the ones that we can use for these kinds of events,
Probably
we need to, is a little bit less, right? Because it's also what we use, like we support the annual fireworks.
Yeah.
Right, from some of these two. So there's certain trusts that we can use for this thing. So let's just get clear on which one we're talking about and what the balance is.
Right.
And that would be great. And then is this something, are you guys going to be looking for this kind of funding annually, twice a year?
I mean, it's hard to know. I mean,
Are you doing fundraising? Like, how are you-
we're planning to do a craft fair over the summer to raise money.
Yeah.
And we don't know how that's gonna go. That's why Eileen was here this morning asking about the rules for selling baked goods. We're gonna do a craft fair. Hopefully in the summer, when the weather is warmer, we'll be selling T-shirts and stuff like that. Those kind of fundraising things generally raise a couple $100, which is, it's not, nothing to sneeze at, but it's not enough for us to be able to support the kinds of events that we're hoping to do. Every event that we've held last year was sold out. And
There's no doubt it. These are great events
These are
and
great
activities.
events, exactly.
We just-
And-
You just
I
need
heard-
to-
I heard Paul say to me yesterday, he said, the building is too small. We should have built a bigger building.
I love it. Good.
If we could hold 100 people, we would fill it.
Exactly.
It's just, that's the way, that's the way we never in our wildest dreams imagined that would happen. So we're just trying to do as many of these things as we can because everybody can't come to the same one at the same time. So if we have more of them, more people can participate.
And do you charge like a nominal fee to come in?
So like for the
Location?
For the senior dance, for the senior soiree, last year we charged $10 a person. For the others, we probably charge, I mean, it's not Fuse that's charging,
Yeah.
it's Tanya. They charge, I think, $5 a person. So,
And I also know it's the donation box and.
yeah, I mean, it's not, it's not.
All someone can afford is $1 and they slide it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's more so the problem that sometimes happens is people sign up and if there's no fee, even if it's a small one, they don't show up. You know what I mean?
That's someone else
It
from
prevents someone else.
cases. Right,
So that's what the fee is really for, is to make sure that if you sign up, you show up.
right.
If you can't come, you cancel and then that makes room for somebody else. This year for the senior dance, we are limiting the signups to Upton residents first. Because last year, there were half a dozen or so people from out of town that signed up early. And that prevented a few Upton residents from attending because they waited to the last minute to sign up. So this year, we're going to limit, we're going to say up to this date, only Upton residents can sign up. If we have room after that date, anybody can come. You know what I mean? We don't want to not allow people from other towns to come, but we want to give first preference to Upton residents. So
And what's like relationship with the men's club? Because it says that you provided funding for the men's club. So it's like a shell game of money going around here. Like,
Yeah.
we're
So,
happy, obviously supportive.
the men's club provides funding to the Bloomer Girls too, I think. We've asked them again this year, if they would be willing to provide funds to help do the same thing. I haven't heard from them yet, so I don't know what they're gonna do. But the thing that we found is, we originally thought we could raise money by asking businesses in town to donate. And we've gotten a lot of pushback on that because businesses are strapped.
That's why we want to make sure the money comes out of the right fund, because
Yeah.
at this point, everybody's strapped. I mean, I work with multiple charities and donations are down because people don't have the money and everybody's reconsidering it. And quite frankly, you mentioned the Bloomer Girls, we're doing a fundraiser and we're a C4 not a C3, so we're not a tax write-off and we're getting pushback.
Yeah.
But there's less dollars out there. And, we're being fiscally prudent and we've got to make sure, A, if we fund this, we do it from the right account, and B, if we do the fireworks this year, they're going to need to be moved and they're going to be more expensive. So everybody's got their hand up.
So also,
we do want to make sure that it's, you know, if it comes out of the Knowlton, that it is really for Upton residents.
Yeah. I mean, that's what these events are for. So like I said, the,
And I think we
Plan
don't
that-
want it to be like a throughway to the men's club. Like if the men's club
Right.
needs a donation, they can come to us for it versus us giving you money and then you giving money to the men's club.
We-
That-
No,
We don't-
I think it went the other way.
it's the other way around. We don't give money to anybody but Tanya.
Live music at the December men's club dinner. Oh, at the men's club dinner for the seniors. I
Yeah.
thought it's the men's club party. Okay, got it.
So we only donate money
I
to
gotcha.
Tanya.
Thank you. I'm glad I clarified that in my brain because I'm like, what is happening?
We've got the shell game of,
Yeah, I'm like,
where's the
we
money?
don't need to do this. Exactly. We've got
Okay.
it, but good. Okay, that helps.
Yeah.
So, the B trust fund in the Racine building is the undesignated fund balance. I don't have an exact reconciliation for today,
Mhm.
but not too long ago, you were at $686,000,
Okay.
according to Mr. Costa. This is his spreadsheet.
I'll take
Alright.
Mr. Costa's spreadsheet any day
I will. That,
versus my feeble
Mhm.
brain memory. Do we
And then-
have any?
So do we have a balance in the William Knowlton Trust?
I don't have that one handy, but I can get it for you.
and which trust was that?
And that was the
That's
undesignated.
Christine B.
Like Christine B. undesignated. Yes.
But does Ristine have restrictions for residents in need, education?
They
And
do.
I think they do. I think Ristine,
I'm sure we can
It
pull
may,
it.
it may not for all of them. I don't think for all of
I
them.
don't know.
So,
That's where we get into the weeds.
so to make it easier for the board, why don't I pull all this together for
Okay,
your very next meeting?
okay.
I'm sure Mr. Rakuten can wait until that meeting.
Absolutely.
It'll be the
I've been
seventh.
wanting to get this stuff on the website. Like, I feel like we should all be able to go to the website, see all the trusts, see the balances and see what their rules are for each one of them. Because we ask this question
All the time.
at least once or twice a year. We're like, what are the balances? What are the
Yeah.
rules?
Yeah, even if it's just whether or not it's on the website, but
Clarification.
we need to have it because, you know, there's been a couple of years, we've hit them heavy and
Right. And
Like I
we've
said-
definitely like, we've asked them so many times, so the information is there. I just forget it. Otherwise,
well, that's just it. And
Like, if it
when
was
you
in front
work
of
with
me.
numbers a lot.
yeah.
We used to get the financial statements at the end of every month. What happened to those?
He just kicked one out. I haven't looked at it. And he just kicked one out recently.
Yeah.
Everything.
So I'm comfortable that you have ample funds in there. But why don't I get
Let's-
all that money, all that information
And
together?
let's make sure that
Right.
we're pulling from the right things so that
Yeah.
we don't.
Yeah.
Because
Very
as
simple.
money gets tighter and tighter, the
Yeah.
more eyes are gonna get on us and we want to make sure we do everything correctly.
And I think you know this, Steve. Certainly from my perspective, I can't speak for anyone else. I am very much looking forward to supporting Fuse and giving you the $3,000 to support these events. Because the events are amazing, the work is amazing, the community building is amazing. It is 100% A+.
And
That's not the
honestly,
issue here at
one
all.
of-
This is our own internal
And I'll
administrative
speak because
gyration.
I am now a senior citizen. Yes, it hurts, but I am.
Wow.
But no, the
Lies.
best thing for someone when they get older is to get out and socialize.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's what these events do. And
It's the
you know,
best. It's the best.
it's the sense of community that we always want to build in Upton, and that's what makes
Yes.
Upton different.
Yes.
So I think we just need to get our,
Yeah, and just to that point, last month, we had our first coffee hour at Millhouse in the lobby. Because one of the problems with, not a problem, one of the things we're trying to change at Millhouse is to get people to come out of their apartment and
Yes.
socialize.
Yes.
Ultimately, we would really like them to come over to the community center. But the first step is to at least get them to come down to the lobby just to have
Community.
coffee
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
meet other people. So last month, January 12th, we did this the first time. We had about 10 people come down. And I asked Coda to come over and help us.
That's
the
awesome.
best looking police officer we have.
That is great.
It was there and Coda was going to be coming back. We're doing it again next Wednesday at Millhouse, second one. Hopefully we'll get more than 10 people
Yeah.
with Coda. And part of what we would like to try to do at maybe the one that we're going to do in March is have Deb come. And because one of the things that Trish used to do at the community center was have like a blood pressure clinic. So maybe what you could do is have Deb come over there and do a little blood pressure clinic
She's very.
over there.
wonderful.
Mhm.
Yeah, Eileen, yeah,
Those who don't know, Deb is our new nurse. Matt and Deb at the Board of Health have been spectacular. I walked in today and somebody from Long Island has moved in and with their 92-year-old mother and was thrilled. We have a town nurse
Yeah.
that someone can keep eyes on her and check
Yeah.
her blood pressure and do you have anything going on? And she is just in love. They are in love with the town of Upton, which is great.
so the other thing we're doing is we are putting together, and the Women's Club used to do this, a welcome packet
Okay.
of information that if you are a new resident to Upton, especially if you're a new senior, what do you need to know? About the community center, about the library, about getting a little, senior center card, about all the services that Katie provides to seniors and to residents of everything that we could think of.
And you should talk, when you're doing that, you should talk to Board of Health because Board of Health is pulling together a list of local services. For example, a list of the food pantries,
Yeah,
a list of help. And what a lot of people in Upton don't know is Upton residents are welcome at the Milford Food Pantry because Milford Food Pantry has milk and dairy. They have refrigeration capabilities.
Yeah.
And Upton residents can go there for the meat and the dairy and the refrigerated things.
okay, I'll make sure
So if
we
you
get that
reach out to
information
Deb,
from Deb.
we can work together. And I suggested they reach out to Tanya, so.
Yeah. So we're coordinating this with Tanya, and we're gonna have, and Unibank has been an amazing business to work with. Not only have they donated money to Fuse, but they gave us a whole bunch of free stuff that we're using for this welcome packet. They gave us their bags, their folders, and
It's-
That's great.
so they're very, I mean, they're amazing. So we're doing that to help new people that move here feel a little bit less, disconnected. So,
Beautiful. You're doing a great job. And while you're there, mention the newsletter and how to sign up for alerts.
yeah, that's another good thing.
Yeah, it would be, it really would be, because especially like with the snow and the ice and,
Yeah,
even what's going on, the alerts are very helpful.
yeah.
And you can get them text or email, and some people just can't seem to.
Figure it out. Yeah. It does work, so you just got to. All right, so I thank you for your
We'll put you on
consideration.
hold till the 19th
Yeah.
to make sure that we do everything correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not in a rush. So,
And we appreciate it.
thank you very much.
Great, thanks for coming. Have a great night.
You too.
This next item, I am going to completely recuse myself from because I am the list agent for this property. So I will turn the meeting over. Brett, you can take it over.
All right.
And I am essentially not here. I'm just not gonna crawl over everybody to leave.
Excellent.
I'd have to, I'd say I'd have to
You'd
go
hit a
under
wall.
the
That
table,
would
but
be
I can't
tough.
get
That
out
would
the
be
other
tough.
side.
Okay, so this is the first right of refusal for East Street, map 17, lot 11. It's Kelly Family Farm off of East Street, the big open parcel there
Right by the power lines.
on power lines. Yeah,
With the garden, you can see the.
Used to have
farms,
corn in there.
right?
yeah,
Raised
yeah,
corn.
yeah. So what's the sort of lowdown?
So this is, they have, because they're taking it out of 61A, so because they're taking it out, it requires by law that the town has the first right of refusal. So upon notification, which we've received, Sue kept up with the letter in your packet dated January 28th. You have 120 days to respond, whether or not you are interested. Obviously, the seller has a purchase and sales, an active purchase and sales, and the property is currently listed.
Yeah, and the planning board just voted.
The planning board voted 5-0 to not recommend that the town purchase the property. And conservation will be meeting on the very same property next week. So you will have a recommendation from them as well.
Yeah, and it's a 2.3 acre parcel.
2-3 acre.
Yeah.
parcel. Yes.
And so basically they're carving off sort of a house lot.
That's what it certainly
No,
appears.
that's
Yeah.
what
What
it looked
they,
like.
and of course, that's the zoning.
And that's the zoning in that area for here too, so. The only thing, like, I just want to ask the question of conservation. You know, obviously, one house lot is not gonna make or break anything anywhere, but that, the entirety of that parcel and that house lot might be something valuable to the town for some use. And that's what I just want to sort of pull some threads on that a little bit. It's not gonna, doesn't have to be a 6-month analysis, or certainly not 120 days or whatever, just like we can figure this out in the next week or two.
But it would certainly be beneficial for the board to hear the deliberations that the planning board went through and some of the considerations that
That's
they
right.
had.
I didn't, that's right, because I saw the vote from the planning board. I didn't see any sort of rationale, like what did they explore, what did they discuss, what did they say was good, bad, ugly, I just don't know.
Right.
And also the same thing for conservation.
What's the size of the whole parcel?
2.23 acres.
No.
Oh,
What
I'm
you're
not,
cutting out.
It's contiguous, that's like.
But do they have access to it from somewhere else? Because that's
Yeah,
where
it's
they
all front,
plant everything.
it's all frontage.
so
It's all frontage on each.
this piece is just has access in that one location.
Right.
The rest of the property that's associated with the seller, I'm not familiar with.
And there's some like abutting lots that the town already owns.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
And so I like in that area, and because I looked on the GIS and sort of was like, okay, so we've got that's what I just want to do a little bit of
Research.
research with Mike and sort of the planning board and
And I will definitely reach out and perhaps invite Mike Antonellis to be at the next meeting so he can go over some of the deliberations that the planning board had.
yeah.
And in the meantime, it give you the board some time, the two of you some time.
Yeah.
That if you have additional questions, you can shoot them out to me.
Yeah.
So I can make sure I have answers for you.
Because I'm looking at it now, like that parcel, right?
And they do have, well, they have to have a valid purchase and sale before.
Yes, they have one and a copy of it is enclosed in your documentation.
So Kelly Family Farm owns the piece next to it
Go into
that
it.
they're carving off, and the value, I'm just getting to land value, lot size, 18 acres. So there's 18 acres, they're carving off a house lot, and so that's great. That's a great way for farms to take care of themselves, and so we want to honor that, of course. But when you think about it from the town's perspective, there are 2 other significant parcels that abut that Kelly parcel. So I don't know, it's just, I'm not an urban planner, but I feel like there's something there. And the proximity of this to 495, right? Like it's such quick and easy access to 495. I think about things like MBTA communities. I know people talked about that, and when we did the rezoning here, people had brought that up and it sort of got dismissed and all that, and that's all fine, but I just want to have the conversation. That's all.
It sounds like good questions.
I just want to have the conversation.
Correct answers.
So who owns this one? Okay, so that's not the town. So this one.
I don't know what the town has up to.
Yeah, so something happens when I click on one of these lots, I see that Upton owns some of it, and I don't know what that is either. So I want to figure out what that is.
I'm not familiar. with
Yeah,
it. But
it's an abutting parcel, and when I click on an abutting parcel, it lists 4 different owners. 3 of them are the town, and I just want to,
I thought the town was on the other side of the street.
I know, that's what I'm trying to, so that's why I'm not sure. I'm not an expert at this stuff, obviously. But I know Mike is, so he'll be able to figure it out.
Absolutely.
All right. So with that, I think we'll table this until 2 weeks. Is that okay?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, thank you. And we'll definitely have a decision in 2 weeks. We're not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
we're not
fine.
gonna push it
There's
further than
plenty
that
of
for them.
time.
Okay,
Well, when does conservation meet?
Next
Before
week.
we meet?
before we meet. Yep.
Good.
With that being done, I'll take back over. Next is approval of regular meeting minutes, December 23rd, January 13th, and 20th. Has everybody reviewed them?
Yep.
Fine by
Any
me.
Suggestions, comments, changes? Okay, do I hear a motion to approve meetings minutes of the 23rd, January 13th, and January 20th.
I move that we approve the regular meeting minutes, December 23rd, 2025, and January 13th and 20th, 2026.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Next is approval of executive session minutes from January 16 and 2026. Has everybody reviewed them?
Mhm.
Any issues, comments, questions?
Looks good. I
Okay.
think we made a couple of tweaks on them.
Yeah.
Okay, do I hear a motion?
I move to approve the executive session minutes of January 16th and January 20th, 2026 as submitted, and to keep them confidential pursuant to Mass General Law 30A, Section 22.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Do I hear a motion to adjourn at 6:42?
You want better, I've done.
That's what I said.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, unanimous.